Good morning. This is Hollywood to Houston. I am your host, Sandra Del Cid. Welcome to my show. We have an awesome guest who has traveled all the way from Austin, Texas here today and has come to Houston to share his experiences and his acting talents that he has. We're going to speak to Woody Wilson Hall. He is a very experienced actor and has worked in a lot of movies in Texas. We're so happy to have him here today. But first, I wanted to recommend a movie, and if you notice, all the movies that I recommend are comedies. The reason I recommend comedies is because laughter is good for the soul. If you ever read the Bible, it says laughter is medicine for the bones. So I will go and pick comedies above any other movie. Now, I do go to the theater and I do view these movies before I talk about them. So if I see a movie that I don't like, I probably won't say too many good things about it, but so far this summer has been lucky. A lot of awesome movies are out there. So right now we have Book Club. I just went and reviewed Book Club and I totally recommend it. It teaches that love can happen at any age, that we're never too old, and the last chapter is always the best chapter. So this is about 4 women that decide to do a book club and they start reading 50 Shades of Grey and they decide that their love life is not over yet. So they start looking for love and it gets really, really funny after that. Andy Garcia does a great job acting. Diane Keaton, Jane Fonda, who is 80 years old, looks amazing. Some of us just get better with age, it's like wine. So I totally love seeing Jane Fonda with all her energy at 80 years old. She did an amazing job in this movie. And Diane Keaton, she plays the mother that the kids won't let her have a love life, and then she has to teach her kids that she has the right to have a love life, that just because she's a grandmother doesn't mean she cannot have a love life. So I totally love this movie. I hope they make part 2. I'm sure they're going to. It was funny and you will enjoy it and you will have hope. The last chapter can be the best chapter. So go to the movies and watch Book Club. So we're gonna talk to Woody for a little bit and then we're gonna watch the trailer for the Book Club. So we'll be right back. Good morning. Welcome. This is Hollywood to Houston. I am your host, Sandra Del Cid. Today I have an awesome actor all the way from Austin, Texas. Welcome. He took a helicopter ride. He was here really fast.
Right, yeah, helicopter ride.
Yeah, I mean, I bless you guys coming all the way from Austin, Texas. I love you all for coming in this far. Welcome to Houston.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to be here.
Yeah, Woody is a very talented actor with a lot of experience. So let's go watch your reel. Let's start with your reel.
Sure.
You brought your reel, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I did.
Yes, it's a really good reel, and let's watch Woody's reel, and we'll be right back.
Yeah. Mexicana. Habla inglés. Bobby here picked you up on the road going into town. And what we're going to find out here is 1, why were you on my land? And 2, where are the others?
I don't let myself get attached to anyone that I'm not willing to walk out on minutes after I see the heat coming around the corner. You box me in, I will put you down. And that's the flip side.
The best thing you can do is forget what you heard and saw. I've been with Mr. Edwards and his boys for a long, long time. And there's a lot of darkness between them. Let it go.
See you tomorrow, Steve. Where's the car, hon?
Veronica stole it. Wow.
Breakfast in bed. Your favorite.
Well, are those birthday candles?
It's a candlelit dinner.
For God knows all things. So come forth, from the old to the young.
I got a woman. Thinks I'm a salesman.
What?
Oh boy.
welcome back. I hope you enjoy Woody's Reel. I mean, such a talent and a gifted actor. Woody, how long have you been acting?
Probably about 6 years now.
6 years, that's a long time.
It's been a little while, yeah, and I've been very blessed with some of the parts I've been able to get, so, very happy about that.
Yes, I noticed you have a lot of parts with lines, and it's really good, not everybody gets a lot of lines, so that's really good that you're getting them. What did you do before acting?
What do I do? You mean as far as to get myself ready to go for acting? You have to study the motivation behind the character, that sort of thing. I try to put myself in that place and react the way I would react if I was in that place, that sort of thing.
Okay, so do you practice before?
Oh, absolutely. You've got to, if nothing else, just to know your lines. But yes, you also practice in front of the mirror or whatever. Sometimes I do it in front of my camera, whatever, so I can see what I'm doing and maybe correct some of the things I'm doing wrong, that sort of stuff.
I've never got in front of the mirror to practice.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's standard acting 101. Yeah.
No. I just do it in the living room.
Yeah. Look at your facial expression. See how you look when you do the lines. That sort of thing. Yeah.
No wonder I'm always looking mad. I gotta go look up this. Practice smiling. Why did you start acting so late?
Well, I was married with a family, and being an actor, it's not like you make a whole lot of money.
Well, it depends who you work for.
Well, that's true. That's true. But, I pretty much concentrated on my family. I was a IT guy for 25, 30 years, and I concentrated raising my family and making sure they had a roof over their head and stuff like that. And now that, my family is, my kids have grown up and they're gone, and I got divorced 15 years ago, I can do what I want. And this is something I've always wanted to do.
Yes,
So
I'm in the same boat. I'm an empty nester, and film is my husband. That's what I call it. Because I'm always doing this, so this is my husband. What are your expectations? Where do you want to go from here? What do you see yourself?
Well, I don't have, any grand visions of becoming, a star, per se. I like doing the roles I'm doing now. I'm more of a supporting actor. I think my days as a leading man are over.
Nah, you never know. You never know.
But if it just stays the way it is now, when I just get roles and I'm able to act in movies or television programs or whatever, then that's fine. I don't have to become rich and famous or anything like that. I'm just doing something I really like to do, and I guess my goal mainly is just to be able to make a living at doing this. It's right now it's still kind of tough, especially in Texas. But I think that's mainly my goal, is just to make a living at it and have fun doing it.
Yeah, we, on my last show, I was asking the public to help me call the senator of Texas, because one reason we've lost productions in Texas is because they took away the Texas film incentives. So I'm asking the public to help me ring the phones in Austin, Texas. They need to bring that back.
Well, yes, please, because, it's good for Texas because they get $5 back for every dollar they spend bringing film crews in here, because they use Texas production companies, they use Texas transportation companies, they use Texas extras. They do everything they do in Texas. They use Texas businesses to support them. They don't bring everything in from LA. So, it's in places like Louisiana and Georgia, man, they're just making they're making money hand over fist.
Yes.
And we're losing all of that because we don't give that incentive.
Yeah, and it's sad that somebody out there doesn't understand that it brings jobs to Texas, and hopefully somebody will talk to them, or hopefully they'll watch the show or listen somehow. But yeah, there's a lot of people who want to do this full time, but we need the jobs in Texas, so we really need the film incentives back.
Absolutely.
So, do you have a specific character that you like to play? Is there one that you like?
I really like playing the bad guy. That's a lot of fun. But, I like doing diverse characters. A lot of people, they try to, pigeonhole themselves into a specific role, a specific person, a specific look. I like doing all different kinds of characters. I've done everything from a from a sheriff to a biker to a senator, and all in between. And to me, it's just, I love doing the acting. I like being pushed to do different types of roles, and kind of trying to show that I have the range to be able to do different types of roles, different types of situations, things like that.
Yeah, I've seen you in a lot of different roles. I mean, one of them is scary.
Would that be Virgin Cheerleaders and Cheerleaders?
You were out there about to kill everybody or something. I haven't seen the movie, but
that was so fun to shoot. And
oh my gosh!
I enjoyed that, and that movie has won a few horror awards and things like that, and it's distributed in Brazil right now, and they're looking at distribution here. And and it's just a great movie, and whatever film festival it goes into, it usually seems to win an award.
Well, that's pretty awesome. I run from scary movies, but maybe I'll watch this one just because you're in it.
well, they're a lot of fun to make. I can tell you that. That's for
really?
Sure.
Oh yeah, put the fake blood on me. That's not fun.
Well, yeah, of course.
No, I don't know. I like the clean look, or just give me the guns,
Sure. Yeah, that's right. I forgot Axe Murder is one of the ones I've done too. So yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a specific movie that was your favorite that you worked on?
There are several. That was one of them. Also, Jericho, that I filmed in Dallas. That was a great movie, and right now it's actually being distributed by Walmart and Amazon and other different places like that. I mean, and it's probably the most decorated, as far as awards are concerned, movie that I've been on. It was shown at Cannes. So it's a very good movie. I had a small part in it as a sheriff. And
you were a sheriff?
I was a sheriff, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed filming it immensely. I really did. And
yeah, I've heard about this movie. I believe Donald Colo is the director, right?
who?
Donald Colo, was he the director? Or
No. It was Sakita. Can't remember her last name.
Well,
But
first
yeah,
name is
yeah,
good.
yeah. But anyway, it was very well done. It's a very funny movie.
Really?
Yes, it is. And
I heard it's about ghosts.
Oh, no.
No, okay,
not this one.
no,
No,
not
this
this one?
This is a different movie.
Okay.
About that. Yeah. But no, this one is about in the 1960s during the Jim Crow era, and about a couple of guys that get themselves into a little bit of trouble, and how they are managed to get their way out of it. And stuff
Oh,
like
wow.
That. Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to go to Walmart and buy me a copy then.
Yeah,
Just because you're in it.
Yes. Yes, everyone, go to Walmart and buy a copy of this, yes.
Hey, we'll have to set up a place for you to sign autographs, Woody.
Sure, that would be great.
So, what's your, you ever thought about making your own movie or not yet?
Not yet. No, right now I'm just, concentrating on acting in other people's movies.
Yeah, it's less work.
I really wouldn't have the funds to be able to make my own movie.
It's a lot of work, a lot of money, I understand.
Yes, I'll bet you understand that a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so much work, but yeah. But anyway, so tell us, what else have you done? I know you do commercials too. I always see you doing commercials.
Now the commercials are more background stuff, and I do a lot of background work because when you're in this business, you have to make money somehow, and background work is not necessarily acting. It's just you're kind of standing.
Well, you're on set and you're getting paid.
That's right.
With the big productions.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people look at it bad, but it's a lot of fun. You know.
No, and I have no problem doing background work because it helps me. It helps me eat. If you know what I mean. I mean, you have to make when you're an actor, you have to do things to make extra money, especially in Texas, because there's not a lot
because they took the film incentives away.
Because there's not as much work here as I would like.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of really, really good actors here in Texas.
Yes, there is a lot of good actors here. I don't know how to emphasize for them to bring the film incentives back, because it hurts when we see big productions go to Georgia or Louisiana or whatever. So we might have to go do a protest in Austin with a bunch of signs and come on, y'all, email me. Let's go to Austin. I'm gonna order some banners. Bring film incentives back, and
Yes, I mean,
we'll take our cameras over there and annoy them.
it would be something that would be good for us, and it would be something that would be good for the state of Texas.
Yes.
Absolutely good for the state of Texas.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. It's been a while, I think, since they took them away, huh?
It's been a couple of years. Yeah, and films have, and a lot of the filming has dropped off because of that. For a while there, when we had shows like Friday Night Lights, and Tarantino did a movie here, and several other people did movies. I'm just talking about Austin. Things were going really well, and now a lot of that stuff doesn't come here anymore. I mean, they even shot a pilot of a TV show in Dallas. And then when the pilot was picked up, they moved it to Georgia to film the whole show.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's because of the cost. Because Georgia is giving incentives for them to come there.
Yeah, it's sad. I know Robert Rodriguez also had to leave. I've heard he's doing another movie out of Texas, and he was always filming in Texas, but because of this film incentives issue, he also left. So we really need to make our voices being heard, be heard. So I don't know. We're gonna have to go stand in front of Austin, in front of the courthouse or wherever. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna organize a parade up there. But anyway, so who is the most famous person you've ever worked with? Do you remember the most famous, or the one you admire or inspire you the most?
As far as who I've ever worked with, let's see. I guess the most famous, of course, I was an extra on the set, but I did speak to him for a second. That was Tom Cruise.
Oh, Tom Cruise.
Yeah, on the set of the second Jack Reacher film, I was an extra on that, and he walked up and introduced himself to a couple of us and talked to us.
Oh, really?
Very
He
nice
introduced
guy.
himself? Oh, really? He was nice?
Really nice guy. Yeah, really nice guy.
Tom Cruise doesn't look very nice. Sorry, Tom. Where are you?
He was a very nice man. He was a very nice man. Like I said, he walked up, he talked to us for a little while.
Oh, that's good. No, I've never met him. Yeah, I never met him. I've only go watch some Mission Impossible movies and say,
Then on the set of True Grit, I met Jeff Bridges, and he's a really nice guy too. I mean, he was really into his role at the time, so he was more mulling over his lines and stuff like that. But he took the time to say hello and introduce himself and stuff like that. I was a stand-in on that set, and like I said, real nice guy. So those are my two big star brushes, you might say.
Yeah. Wow.
And Eric Roberts.
Yeah, Eric
we both
Roberts.
did that, yeah.
Which is where I met you. I met a lot of people in that movie with Eric Roberts.
That's right.
And he was awesome too. He was really
was.
humble and funny and sweet. It's nice when you meet actors that are humble.
Yeah, really nice guy.
Yeah, very nice guy. I enjoy meeting him, and so I worked with him twice too. You too. You did that commercial.
Yeah, I did that commercial.
Yeah, he was there in that commercial and in that movie. So we actually worked twice with him.
Sure.
So that was a good experience. Is there anybody you would like to work with? I think I know what your answer is.
Do you think I'm going to say Sandra Bullock?
Yes.
Yes, you did. Yeah, you're right. I may have mentioned that before.
You told me Sandra Bullock. You
Yes.
told me you wanted to work with Sandra Bullock. I
That would
remember.
be- Yeah, that I think that would be fun. I really like her as an actress.
She
Yeah,
has a
she's-
movie coming up this weekend,
Oh, yeah.
actually.
Oh, yeah. Ocean's 8.
I need to go watch it.
I will go see it. You bet.
It looks good. It looks
does.
good. Yeah, we need to get you a role with Sandra Bullock. I want to work with
that would be
Angelina
nice.
Jolie, but I don't even think she's making any movies anymore.
I haven't seen that she's made any in quite a while, so
Yeah, she's busy with her kids.
she's with her kids now. Well,
Yeah,
that's a
yeah.
good thing too, though.
I guess I'll just go work with Sandra Bullock then.
There you go. Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, that movie looks good. Ocean's 8. I was looking at the previews at the theater last week, and it looks good. It looks good.
It does.
Yeah,
It looks
so-
good.
Yeah, it looks good. Okay. We're going to be right back after a few minutes. We're going to go watch the trailer and for the movie Book Club, and we'll be right back. Okay.
Oh, wow.
So soft.
beautiful friends. I would like to introduce you to Christian Grey. Oh, no. We started this book club to stimulate our minds. From what I hear, this book is quite stimulating.
Oh, wow.
Whoa, what's that? That's not mine. I've never seen that book before, honestly.
This is nasty.
Have you ever been spanked?
What?
This book has got me in a total tizzy.
Give me the zip ties.
Are you thinking about tying me up?
What?
Nothing, is just...
If women our age were meant to have sex, God wouldn't do what he does to our bodies. Speak for yourself. Well, that was not God. That was Dr. Nazarian.
You just need to put yourself out there.
Judge Myers?
Yes.
Rev up your love life with these tips.
Do you need anything else, Your
A
Honor?
man of your dreams is just a click away.
No, I don't. I'm fine. Thank you.
Yep.
Slim?
Arthur Riley.
What's it been, 40 years?
Since when do you eat ice cream?
God, I got a brain freeze. Here, give that to a professional. Oh, God. It's a first date, so put on something sexy. Just be comfortable. That's too comfortable.
Right. Well, hey, you.
I love a man who brings flowers.
Everybody remembers their first kiss.
How about I tell you about my best kiss?
Maybe that hasn't happened yet. I never thought I'd be back here again.
Is it as good as you remember?
Maybe better.
I'll give a little bit. I'll give a little bit of your love.
Mom, you need to be a little bit realistic.
There's a man out there who makes me feel things that I didn't think were still possible.
You are better at this than you think.
Maybe things with us will go bust, but that's life. And I'm not through living mine just yet.
I'll give a little bit.
I can't believe you put Viagra in my beer.
Sir, I'm gonna need you to step out of the vehicle.
I don't think that's a good idea, officer.
Okay. Enjoy your night. You too.
Thank you.
Well, welcome back. This is Hollywood to Houston with Sandra Del Cid. We're still here with Woody from all the way from Austin, Texas, who came to Houston. Anyway, Woody, what projects are you working on now or in the next few months?
In the next couple of months, I have one here in Houston called Jericho, Black Lives Jericho Road, where I'm playing a judge. And I'm looking forward to doing that one pretty soon.
Is this part 2 of Jericho Road or?
No. That was Jericho. This is Jericho Road.
Oh.
Something totally different.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, but it's being filmed here in Houston, so I'll be doing that. Of course, I'm working on Raquel's Legacy.
Yeah, we're still filming Raquel's Legacy.
That's right. Here recently, I did a TV pilot for something called Saving Harper Ross, where I played a grandfather. Go figure.
Oh, that sounds fun. I haven't heard about that one. Is that in Houston or?
No, that one's in Dallas.
In Dallas? Well, you travel a lot, yeah.
Yeah, I do. I travel all over. I mean, that's part of being an actor.
Yes. One city one day, another city the next week.
That's right. I'm here in Houston today. I could be in Dallas tomorrow. I could be in San Antonio. I could be in New Orleans, just wherever the job
is, yeah.
That's right. But, you know, I'm part of another TV pilot called Forward, where I play a dual role in that one, where I'm kind of help homeless people, but then again, do I really help them? It's as much as I can say on that.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
I know you can't talk too much, but that sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Do I really help them? Okay, so now you got to go watch the show.
Right, and there's another movie called Everywhere the Signs, where basically it's a faith-based movie, and basically I'm going to be one of those sign holders that you see outside, you know, in front of different businesses where they're flipping signs and stuff like that. I will be the main sign flipper. So that should be an interesting thing to do.
I never heard of that one either. Hey, hopefully they'll let you say something while you're flipping the signs.
Oh, well, yeah, it's a speaking role.
Yeah, good.
Yep.
Good. We all want speaking roles.
Absolutely, you bet.
What advice can you give? You've been doing this for a while, 6 years. It's a pretty good.
It's a little. I mean, you know, I'm still, you know, for a lot of people who've been doing it for 15, 20 years, I'm still kind of a newbie. But yeah, I mean, I've gotten around enough to know a lot of the different traps and things you fall into. You know, one of the best things you can do is take classes, make sure you know your craft, and constantly work on your craft. You know, I started out with Mona Lee Fultz in Austin, who was great, and she's really good with beginner actors, and she's very good. And I studied with her for a little while, both in acting and in film study. And then I worked with the great Paula Russell, who's also in Austin, and she worked with her for several years, honing my craft, so to speak. And you know, she was great. She's really good. Taught me how to relax. You know, whenever the camera goes on, you know, stuff like that. And of course, if you want to be in commercials, the class to take would have been Donnice Hardy's.
Yes, Donnice is awesome.
Donnice is great, and she's been part of the business for a long time. She knows her stuff. She knows what the casting directors like to see, especially when it comes to commercials.
Yeah.
And she's really, really good at that. And I took both her class and her master class. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna be interviewing her pretty soon. I'll be coming to Austin, Texas for that. So probably maybe I'll say hi to you too.
Yeah.
yeah. Preparation is really good. You know, acting classes. Anybody that could teach you that's a good tip, because it's always good to know more and practice. You know?
Right. Oh, absolutely. Like I said, you have to constantly work on this. I mean, you have to use it or you lose it. You know, that sort of thing. So, you know, the more jobs I get, that's great. But you also still have to, you know, continue to work with it. And as far as getting jobs is concerned, that's also something you have to work at.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, part of my day is getting up every morning and hitting the casting lists and finding, you know, who's casting for what roles.
Yeah,
and
you
stuff
told
like
me
that.
You told me that.
I mean, it's a daily thing. You have to, because you have to be one of the first ones to get in there, because, you know, there's a lot of competition, you know, and you want to be able to get in first, and you want to be able to impress them the most. So, you know, I'm constantly, you know, on social media or whatever, just to make sure that that I see the role and I immediately apply for the role, or I should say audition for the role. You know, that's the process. First you go to first you apply for the role, and then if they like you, you audition for the role, so on and so forth.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It's a daily hustle. What's your advice for actors who are getting disappointed? Like, I've seen some actors complain, oh, nobody ever calls me, or I never get a speaking role.
It goes in cycles. You know, I've gone through those lows too, and you know, it'll seem like for months that, you know, you won't get a call, or you'll get very few calls, or you won't get nobody wants to audition you, something like that. And then all of a sudden there'll be 3 or 4 weeks where you've got auditions on top of auditions and stuff like that. And the bottom line is the old saying, keep on keeping on. And you just keep going. You keep doing it. I mean, you know, this business is rejection.
Kind of like dating.
Kind of, yes. I'll
pretend you're dating.
But this business is rejection. You're going to be rejected a lot more than they're going to want to see you. You're going to be rejected because they're not even going to want to see you audition. You know, and once you audition, they may reject you because they don't like either the way you did the part or the way you look for the part. That's a big thing, is the way you look for the part. Because you have to look like the person that the director thinks that person should look like. That's why whenever I go to an audition or something like that, I always dress the way I think that character would dress. You know, if it's for a sheriff, then I've got khaki shirt, khaki pants, so on and so forth. You know, if it's, you know, for a priest, I wear a very dark shirt. I mean, you have to, you know,
dress the part.
That's right. Yeah. You have to take every edge you can to get the role. You know, and that's what I do.
Don't take it personally, you know. I mean, you know, it's a tough business. I mean, you know, once it's film, you know, they might edit you out, and it's not that they didn't like you, but, you know, something might have come out, you know, maybe someone walked when they weren't supposed to walk, or, you know.
That's happened to me before, too. I mean, I was in a short film that was shown at the South by Southwest.
Mm-hmm.
And the one scene in the short film they decided to cut out was mine. And it wasn't because it wasn't acted well or anything like that. It was because they had to make the short shorter to fit into the time thing, and mine was the least important part of the film. It wasn't the fact that it was acted bad, it was just that it was the least important part of the film. They had to cut something, they cut that. But, you know, that's the kind of thing that happens. You know, you just go on, you deal with it. It's not a bad, it doesn't look bad on you. It's just, you know, it's just one of those things that happens in the business.
Yeah, you know, they're looking for the best scenes, and boy, that's a lot of work too, the editing. And so, it's, you know, and if you don't get the part, you know, like what he says, maybe you didn't look like the person that it's meant for.
That's right. I mean, it may have nothing, you know, on this level, most everyone that walks into an audition knows how to act. I mean, you know, they know how to act. The bottom line is, do you fit the character? Do you look like you fit the character? You know, do they see you in that character? If that's the case, then you have a better chance of getting the role.
Yes. So it's always good to look for characters that you think you would fit into. You know, depending on what the movie's about and the roles, you know. Like, you know, I couldn't play a teenager. You know, it just depends what they're looking for. So you got to keep that in mind too. And staying positive. What do you do to stay positive?
I looked at the fact that although I've only been doing this for 6 years, off and on, I've had speaking roles in 7 different feature movies. I've had speaking roles in at least 7, 8, 9 different television pilots, things like that. I've been in dozens and dozens of short films, lots of short films.
Yes.
And, you know, I look back at my success, you know, the successes and go, you know, I'm doing this.
You're doing good.
I'm doing this. I'm doing good.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't matter if I don't get this role or if I get this role or something like that. I just have to keep going and getting the roles that I get.
Count your blessings.
Exactly.
Yeah. Count your blessings. Be grateful for what you are doing or what you've done.
Right.
You know, that's a really important part of being positive.
It is.
Yeah. Have you worked with anybody that's won an Oscar?
Let me think. No.
No?
No. Did Jeff Bridges win an Oscar?
I'm sure Eric Roberts has won one.
I don't know if Eric has. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I thought Jeff Bridges might have, but maybe not. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, we'll have to Google that then. I found this today in the studio. I'll put it over here.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I mean, I think you're doing great. You've done a lot. I've always seen you working. I've always seen you, you know.
You always got to keep hustling. Like so, as I said, you know, you got to get up. You got to check everything out. You got to constantly submit. You got to work at this. You can't just sit back and go, oh, I'll do this one. No, you got to go for everything. And then, you know, whatever you get, then you do the best to get. And, you know, whatever you don't get, you go on to the next.
Now, do you ever go to the red carpets, or have you been avoiding that? Or?
Oh, no. Every chance I get, I go to the red carpets. You know, I definitely have an ego. I like going. I like going and getting my picture taken on the red carpet and stuff like that.
That's my favorite part.
Getting my picture taken with all the pretty girls. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
it's a tough job if somebody's got to do it. Right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's the fun part, the red carpets and all the parties. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's all part of the thing. And even though this is not Hollywood, there are still red carpet stuff. There is still
there's red carpets everywhere.
Parties, to go, you know, rap parties and things like that to go to. It's a fun world. It really is. I love this world.
You know, I had fun at that red carpet that we went in Austin in March. Did you know Robert Rodriguez was there? I think he came by and left.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, it was after I think we had left, but yeah, he came by late.
Oh my
But
gosh!
yeah, that would have been nice to meet him.
I
sure.
would have loved to meet him.
Yeah.
I heard he came, and I don't know what time I left. I would have stayed longer if I knew he was coming.
Yeah.
Robert Rodriguez, I need your autograph. I want a picture with you.
I've been an extra in a couple of his movies. I've seen him work, and he's very dedicated. Very good director.
Yeah. I don't know what time I left, 11 or midnight. I don't remember. Or maybe 10. I don't remember. But yeah, I missed it. Yeah. It's fun to meet all these awesome people.
Yeah, this old guy had to leave early, Got to get my beauty sleep.
I was driving back to Houston, so I missed it. Totally missed it. Oh my goodness. Wow. He's an inspiration to me, Robert Rodriguez.
Yes.
I mean, he started with one camera and no crew, and to me that's just inspiration, which tells you that where there's willpower, you could do whatever you want,
Well, I was actually part of a project of his called the Rebel Without a Crew.
Mm-hmm.
And what he basically did is he took 5 directors and producers and said, make a film for $7,000, just like, he had done with El Mariachi.
Mm.
And I was a part of one of those films called Grandma's House.
Oh,
And
really?
it was a lot of fun to be a part of that, just to be a part of that.
Who directed that one?
I don't remember her name.
Can you tell us what the movie was about, or are you allowed to speak about it? Or
I can't really speak too much about it right now.
It has
not been released yet.
Not released yet.
Yeah,
oh,
right.
one of those pre-production, I guess.
Yeah.
Production. I don't know. Wow. Anyway, so what do you like about it? What do you we all like acting. It's probably the same reason I would think. But what do you love about acting? What is it about it that you just go for it?
Well, for one, I get to do things I would never do, say things I would never say. You can be any character you want, and to me it's a lot of fun. It's a release, just about.
Say things you would never say.
Yeah. It's you're acting. You don't mean anything. You're reading somebody else's script, something like that. So you get to get out there and just let it go. And it's just a lot of fun. It really is.
It's therapy. It can be therapy in many ways.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
It can be. It's also a break from your own life. So yeah, it's a wonderful addiction. I enjoy it.
Yes, it is. And like I said, it's something I've always wanted to do, and now I'm getting the chance to do it. Been very, very blessed.
How far are you willing to travel? I mean, if they cover your costs.
If they cover the cost, I'll travel anywhere.
Anywhere in the world, or just in the U.S.?
Well, for the most part, anywhere in the world, yeah, sure. I mean, as long as my travel is covered and I'm getting paid for it, absolutely. Yeah,
definitely.
It's not like I've got a lot of things tying me down here. I can go where I want. So.
Well, we're going to have to go to Austin and stand there with a bunch of banners. I'm going to order the banners. I know what I'm going to write on them. Bring film incentives back.
Sure.
I mean, hopefully they'll listen, but it's sad. We're lucky Queen of the South stay, and that's because Dallas pitched in. Otherwise we would have lost Queen of the South, which is about to air pretty soon, season 3. So that's going to be awesome, and it's nice, when people come and film in Texas. We have a lot of beautiful places and a lot of actors.
Well, yeah, I mean, Texas has pretty much every different type of terrain. I mean, we've got the deserts in West Texas, we've got the forests in East Texas, we've got the coast, we've got flatlands up in North Texas. I mean, we have just about every type of terrain. It's the perfect place to film something.
Yeah.
And it's a shame.
Yeah, it is, and we don't get snow, so so the weather's not going to
there's snow machines for
interfere in that. So no, we don't want snow. I hate snow. I don't like snow. But yeah, hopefully they'll listen to us. Please help us. Let's call the senator in Austin and ask them to bring the film incentives back. And Austin, Texas is the little Hollywood for Texas, and we want to keep it that way. We don't want everybody moving away, and things. Were you born and raised in Austin?
I was not born in Austin. I was raised in Austin. My parents moved here to Austin when I was 3 years old. So I'm an original Austin.
Pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
3 years old, that's a baby.
Yeah, I was actually born in England.
Oh, yeah, you did tell me that once, England.
I was born on an American Air Force base in England.
So did you watch the royal wedding? When was it?
No, I missed that.
I was sleeping.
That's kind of not my thing. Yeah.
I was sleeping. Sorry, I missed this. Congratulations on your wedding. Yes, yeah. Well, you know, it's an actress. So
yes.
that was the good part of it. It was an actress who married a prince. So that was pretty romantic there.
Fairy tale story.
Yeah, fairy tale. Yeah. I was asleep, but I'm happy for Megan. You know, she's an actress, and that's really awesome.
Sure.
Yeah. England. Yeah, you got to go visit England one day.
One day I will get to go visit England, I hope. Hopefully as an actor.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Yeah, as an actor. Yeah. London it's nice. It's nice. You will like it. But yeah, Austin, Texas. We want to keep it as the small Hollywood. So, any movies going on right now down there that you know
of? At the moment, no. I don't think there's anything really shooting there right now other than, I think maybe Fear of the Living Dead, but I think that might have wrapped already. I don't know for sure. So other than that, there's not really much shooting there right now. Oh, The Sun, but I think that's wrapped too.
Yeah, I think they're going to start again. I'm not sure when, but I think they're going to do part 3.
Those 2 TV shows are, I think, the only thing that's really going there right now.
The Sun. Fear of the Living Dead, and that's going to be interesting, huh?
Oh, that's good. It's good. I'm caught up on that. I watch that every week. Yeah. Yeah, I like those horror movies. Right?
Not me. Not me. For Halloween, I will be a Disney princess.
Yeah, I actually got to audition for a role on Fear of the Living Dead. Didn't get it, but I did get to audition for it. So
what did you audition for? A dead person? Or?
Well, no, they were actually, I think they were looking for like a pool of actors to use for different day player roles, things like that. You know, 1 or 2 scene type of things. And of course, I never got the call, but you know, it's one of those things.
Yeah, you were too good looking for that.
Don't know about that.
They were looking for someone that had, you know, blood or whatever.
Yeah. Well, then they need to see Virgin Cheerleaders in Chains.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw that. That was really some good acting skills right there. You were running around with the axe or something.
Yeah. I think it was a cleaver, but yeah.
Oh. A cleaver, huh? Okay. Anyway, you're also shooting. You're playing the billionaire, Randy,
yes.
for Raquel's Legacy,
yes.
And
Billionaire. Come in my helicopter. Yeah.
That's a fun role. I like playing the billionaire. It's always fun to play that.
Well, yeah, sure. I mean, it's again another role that I will probably never. I'll get to play that I'll never actually get to live. So.
Yeah, me neither. I'm not a billionaire. Y'all quit hacking my bank accounts. I mean, I'm not rich.
Anyone that would hack my bank account would be very disappointed.
It's in the movies only.
I am an actor, which means I'm 3/4 unemployed.
They're taking this too serious, this billionaire roles. Oh my gosh, no, it's always fun to play the fun roles. We have a cool scene coming up, with a helicopter, so that's going to be fun.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, you'll be in that. It'll be fun.
All right.
It's going to be a lot of work. That day is going to be a lot of work.
As long as I'm not flying it, we're good.
No.
We would be in real trouble on that one.
Yeah, we'll make the news. Yeah,
we would.
No, you won't be flying it. But anyway, yeah. Any other tips that you want to give? Anything else?
No, just stay vigilant. Just keep grinding. Keep searching for that role. That's the best thing I can tell you to do. You know, constantly look at all the roles that are out there. Find the one that's good for you. Submit for it. Fight for it. Do what you can to get it. You know, and use every edge you possibly can to get it, like dressing the same, things like that. That's the best I can say.
You ever do meditation?
I do meditation, especially before I shoot.
there's a certain meditation. I can do about 5 or 10 minutes of certain types of meditation just to calm me down, so that I'm not, you know, you're always nervous when you get on the set, but you can calm yourself down a little bit to where it doesn't overwhelm you in any way. And you know, I learned that from Paula Russell, and it's been very, very helpful for me, you know, in all of the roles that I do.
Yeah. Yeah, you also have to, you know, really feel your role. You got to really get into the role, you know, become that person. It's not just memorizing the lines. You
That's
really
right.
got to become that person when you're on set, so that you can make it look more realistic, more real.
Right.
But that's the fun part of it, when you really can become your role, your character. Any favorite books that you read that helped you?
Not really. I read Donice's book, and that helped. Donice Hardy's book, and that helped out a much. But you know, I haven't
just
really...
ordered it actually a couple of days ago. I went on Amazon and I ordered it, and yeah, so I should get it in a couple of days.
So I do use that, but I haven't read any other books as far as on acting or concern or anything like that. I've just, you know, like I said, I've done the classes, things like that. It's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Well, I'm so glad you came all the way from Austin. It was so nice to see you.
I'm so glad to be here.
Yeah, it's so nice to see you.
Wanted to get a chance to come in here,
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming, and I'll see you on set.
Absolutely, you bet. With the helicopter.
With the helicopter.
And I'll be dressed like a billionaire.
Or maybe a plane. We'll see. Both. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.